Hey everyone, it's Lucas Lepre. I'm very excited to be filming another DVD for BJJ Fanatics. So this time we're gonna see all you need to know about half guard, okay? Escapes from half guard from the beginners to advanced levels, okay? I hope everybody enjoy. Os. We're gonna be here on the half guard, okay? So we're gonna recompose to the close guard, okay? Very basic, with some details over here that you guys don't miss it, okay? And be able to neutralize your opponents, and you're gonna be able to, go into the close guard easily, okay? So very basic way, to put your opponent to the close guard again. So he's gonna be here, put a lot of pressure on me, okay, from half guard, shoulder pressure, okay. Two ways that I can, okay, using my hand, my top hand, so I can hold the belt if the guy has the belt on, okay. I just hold it like so. Also, if the guy doesn't have the belt, also maybe you're gonna prefer to frame it, you can put your hand inside over here and frame it using your forearm on your opponent's neck over here, on your opponent's throat, okay. After that, okay, before I use, what's the very common mistake? The guy's gonna start trying to push this leg over here and try to put the other leg over the back immediately, At this point, his left leg is free, okay? So then he just sprawling and keep passing, look at that. And then you're gonna, you're not able to stop your opponent anymore. So make sure, so before you start, escape, you have to switch your legs. I'm gonna go over here and pass my right leg and trap his left leg, okay? And my left arm is already in, okay? To prevent him to start, close this knee and put me flat, right? So I'm gonna put my elbow in, okay, turn my hips a little bit. I'm gonna be a little bit on the sideways, okay. Now I'm gonna go over here and put my left knee out, okay. Notice my right leg over there trapping his leg. Once I put my left knee out, I'm gonna go and trap his arm, okay, because he's gonna try to push my knee down to put me on the half guard again. Look at that. Okay, so as soon, again, put your hand here. As soon as I escape and put my knee out, I'm gonna go over here and block the guy's arm, the way that he's not able to push my knee down. Okay, after that, I'm gonna square it up. Now, I'm gonna be able to go to the close guard easily, okay? So, one more time, on this side over here now. So, Fred's gonna be here on the half guard. So, if I have the chance to grab the belt, I just go forward and grab the belt, okay? First of all, as I mentioned, it's very common mistake. The guy is going to start trying to push over here and start trying to, close guard like that. Okay, so to prevent the guy pass, very important. I'm going to switch first to trap the guy's leg. Okay, after that, I'm going to put my right knee out. Okay, block the guy's arm. I'm going to shift my hips to the other side. And then now I'm going to be able to recompose the close guard. So the way that we're going to escape the half guard now, guys, is, I'm going to put my opponent out of balance, okay? As soon as he's base out, I'm going to go and block the arm, okay? That's a very good, way to escape from the half guard and recompose the close guard, the open guard, whatever guard that you guys want to play, okay? And feel more comfortable, okay? So when I'm here, Freddy, so he's going to be on the half guard, putting the pressure on me like so, okay? So again, two ways, for you to escape. You guys can use this to put your opponent out of balance, right? You can use this arm over here, okay, to bump him as you're bridging. Also, you can go with the frame, okay? So both ways, works perfectly. Okay, you have to see which one you feel more comfortable, right? A lot of times, like he doesn't let me put the frame,
okay, and then I'm gonna use my arm. Okay, if the guy try to, if the guy let you put the frame, that's fine. Just put your hand like so, and then you can use the frame. If not, keep your arm like this, okay? As I'm bridging, I'm gonna keep my legs nice and tight. And then as soon as I decide to bridge, I'm gonna unlock my half guard, but keep my knees tight. I'm gonna bridge and use my arm to bump, to force him to let go my hand, okay, and base their arm out. Once my opponent base the arm out is the time that I'm gonna block his biceps immediately to prevent him to club my back again. Okay, so I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna bridge and bump. With that, make a huge bridge, and then now my left hand is gonna be here, and my right hand slide it and frame as well. Okay, because if the guy tries to do again, he cannot do it. So notice that when he put the weight on me, go again, my back is a little bit flat. I have to shrink out a little bit more and put the knee shield. Okay, and then start to open over here. When the guy starts to put the weight on me to try to pass, I'm going to slide my bottom leg out, block the guy's hips, and square it up and hold his sleeve. So that means now I can open the open guard, or I can pull him to me and apply the close guard. Okay, so let's do on this side now. Just turn a little bit, perfect. So I'm gonna be here. Let's say now, the first one we use the arm to bump him as I'm bridging like this, right? Bridging, block, frame it, shrink out, and put the knee shield, right? So this time now, I'm gonna use the frame. I'm gonna slide my hand like this, using the frame over here. When I decide to go, I'm gonna unlock the half guard. Okay, I'm gonna bridge, make a huge bridge to diagonal. Okay, it's not straight up. And use my forearm over here to push him that way. Like that. When he bases out, I'm gonna block his biceps, shrink out, and put the knee shield. When the guy tries to attack me, that's the time that I'm gonna have a better angle, okay, to start to put my leg out, because if he put his weight back, he's gonna sit on my leg over there, that I cannot take my leg out. Okay, when I'm here, when I push him over here, he's gonna push me back. I just escape my leg and square it up, and then I can play open guard or go to the close guard. Okay, so let's do one more time. And on the other side, perfect. Look at that. I'm gonna be here, half guard. Stay nice and tight over here. Okay. Now again, you guys can use the arm to bump or the frame. Okay. It's really important now. I'm gonna bridge and bump him to the side. Okay. Using my arm over here. Look at that. Bridge, block the guy's biceps, circling. Okay. I'm gonna shrink out and frame. Okay. So now if he put his weight back, okay, my leg's gonna be trapped, okay? But of course, from here I can sit up, start do other attacks as well. But as soon as I bug my opponent over here, when he reacts, for him to pass my guard, he needs to lean forward, right? And then is the time that he's gonna release my bottom leg. I can block the guy's hips, okay, and square it up and hold the sleeves. And then now I can play open guard, or I can put him on my close guard as well.
We're gonna be a situation now, guys, that my opponent, okay, as he's gonna be on the half guard, he's gonna shift the hips a little bit, okay, and then I'm gonna notice that his leg's gonna be straight, okay, the way that I wanna be able to trap his leg and reverse him, okay. So when he's be on the half guard over here, putting the pressure, so sometimes he's gonna be like this, and sometimes he's gonna switch the base. Look at that. Okay, when he switched the base, okay, most of the time he's gonna try to push my leg over here, my knee, and try to escape this knee and try to go to the mount.
Exactly like this, right? So when he switched the base, okay, as soon as he put the leg down, okay, and then I'm gonna try to trap his leg over there. Okay, look how my leg was here. Okay, switch on the half guard, and then I'm gonna like open and I'm looking for his leg. Look at that. Once I reach the guy's leg is the time that I'm gonna go base my other foot on the floor and bridge using my arm over here. Look at that. Bridging, open, and end up on his half guard. Maybe you're gonna end up also on his close guard. Okay, depends like how your opponent is gonna react. Okay, on the other side. So I'm gonna be here, right? Nice and tight. He's gonna switch the base exact and stays here. I'm gonna try to frame it. He stay nice and tight. When I feel his hip gonna be on the floor, that means probably his leg is gonna be straight down. And then I'm gonna open my half guard, okay, and trap. Look at that. Okay, once I trap, is the time now I'm gonna drop my left foot down and bridge. And I'm gonna end up on his half guard, maybe on his close guard. Okay, so it's really important, guys, the way that you're gonna switch your legs to prevent him to backstep. But even though when he backstep, I want to show you now, you can be able to reverse him. Okay, so I'll be here. Fred's gonna be on my half guard when he switch the base. Okay, I'm gonna be here, nice and tight over here. I'm gonna look how I'm gonna turn myself a little bit the way that I'm gonna be able to trap. Now I'm gonna drop my other foot down, okay? And then even though when I drop my foot down, if he backstep the other one, I can even though be able to reverse him, okay? Because his other leg is gonna be trapped, okay? So I don't need to worry much about his other leg if my opponent backstep, okay? So one more time over here, this side, right? On this side over here now, half guard, and then look my legs. As soon as he switch the base and sit, I'm gonna be here nice and tight. I'm gonna turn my hips in first, okay? The way that I have a better angle to trap. Okay, if I stay too much on the side, maybe I don't have a better, a good angle to trap. So I just turn my knee in, my hips in a little bit. Now from here I can switch and trap. Okay, once I do that, I'm gonna step and make a huge bridge. As I mentioned about the close guard, okay, when I go, maybe he's gonna put this leg over here, look at that, and apply the close guard. You see, that may happen as well. Okay, one more time. As I mentioned about his back step, okay, as you're gonna be here, I'm gonna adjust my hips, put my hips in, trap, okay? So why also I'm gonna start putting my hips in? Because once I put my hips in, I can feel it where his leg is. Look at that. Now I can switch, you see? So, also when I go in, when I start bridging, if he backstep, okay, I can keep going, look at that. Okay, because his other leg is gonna be trapped. But the detail about my hips, be a little bit flat, the way that I can control him, and also I can trap, I have a better aim to trap his leg, is super important. Okay, so just one more time with this detail over here, with the hips, okay? So, as I mentioned about if your hip's gonna be on the side, when he changed the base, I'm not able to trap much, look at that. Maybe I'm gonna be able to trap, but my hips is gonna be on the side. That means I'm not able to put my foot flat on the floor when I trap his leg. Okay? When I turn my hips this way, put my hips in, I can feel it, his leg close to my hips now. Plus, when I trap the leg over here, my foot's gonna be flat. Okay, now I'm gonna drop my other foot down, okay, and make a huge bridge. Boom. You guys have to be very explosive, okay, or reverse your quads.
So the situation that we're working out is my opponent's gonna have me on the half guard and start going to the mount, okay? I need to get the timing, okay, when he releases one foot, and then I'm gonna trap on the half guard on the other side, okay, going to his back, all right? So the timing, as I mentioned, is like, you know, have to be the right time when he escaped one foot. Also, he can force to clear the foot, but also I can initiate the trap as well. Okay, I can open the half guard and trap his other foot right away. Okay, I don't need to wait for him to push, you know, to force the pass, the mount, right? So I can initiate everything before he started. Okay, I can have like these two options. Okay, so basically this on the half guard. What happened a lot of times here is when first start change the base and start putting the pressure on me over here, okay, a lot of times, okay, so he doesn't put the hips on the mat, okay, because if he does, we're gonna just, you know, trap the guy's leg and breach and reverse him, okay. But at this point, he's gonna like just shift the hips a little bit and start pushing my thigh. You know, once I try to push his knee down to put him back on the half guard, okay, what happened is he's going to start apply the underhook and control my arm, and then he start trying to go to the mount. So, but look how I'm going to keep lock his ankle, okay, and of course that I cannot be here for a long time, okay, maybe I can try to bridge and put him back to the half guard again. That can be one option as well, right? I have to breach, you know, and shrimp and put his knee inside again, okay? But sometimes it's hard, right? As he's going, as soon as I try to block the guy's knee, he's gonna block my arm. On this side over here, okay, I'm gonna hold his leg, okay? If the guy starts to use his foot to open, I just unlock it and push the guy's leg inside, push the guy's knee, and apply the underhook. Okay? As I have the underhook now, I'm gonna rock. Okay? Keep myself on the side, rock, and start going to his back. Okay? It's really important that, you know, when you transition to the other side, you guys have to have yourself on the sideways, not flat on the floor, okay? So that, you know, you're gonna escape easily to his back, all right? So once I get over here now, my right arm comes inside and grab the opposite collar, okay? Like this, just go up a little bit here. I'm gonna put it over here and start holding the opposite collar, right? Just move a little bit this over here, like that, perfect. So you guys are gonna go over here and grab the opposite collar, okay? And my left hand now goes over here and go on top of my right hand. Okay, it's important you guys have this grip on the collar because when I drag him to the side, you know, that's gonna help me to drag him, you know, easily, okay? The way that I'm not slide and then end up on the half guard on board again, okay? So I'm gonna be here, I'm gonna lock, it stays here. Of course, if I see the opportunity, if I grab over here, this is too open, I can go over here and put the second hook in, right? But most of the time, I don't have this space. Okay, he's gonna close the elbow to the knee. Okay, now is the time that I'm gonna start going to the seat belt, shoulder on his neck, lean forward, and drag him to me. Okay, and keep your left hook all the way up, it's not down. That's a very common mistake as well. Okay, the guy's gonna just slide over my leg and escape. So I'm gonna go over here, feet together, and be on the back control. Okay, so
One more time. To this side now. No, on the other side, sorry. This side. So I'm gonna be here. Fred have me on the half guard. He's gonna shift the hips a little bit. Start pushing my thigh down and start trying to mount. Once I try to block the leg, he's gonna apply the underhook. Okay, and try to mount. I'm gonna keep locked. Okay, remember, if he tries to use the foot over my knee to try to open over here, you know, he's gonna try to open and mount. But when he tries to do that, okay, I'm gonna grab the guy's pants over here, all right, below the knee. When he tries to do that, I'm gonna just like open, shift my hips, and trap the guy's ankle, push the guy's knee in, and start grab the back. Okay, again, one more time. So make sure also I can initiate the position. For example, he's gonna go over there, he's gonna try to mount. Boom. I can go over here and hold the pants. Okay, so I can, you know, start opening the half guard. Okay, just move this shoulder back. I can open the half guard and start bumping him and put him on the half guard on the other side. Okay, so my inside leg always trapped over here, push the guy's knee in, and then I'm gonna go over here and start turn myself and grab the back and be on the side. Okay, my outside leg I'm gonna rock, escape my head, grab the opposite collar, go to the seat belt, lean forward, and take the back. Very, very important when you guys taking the back that do not drag your opponent to the side like this. I'm seeing like the guys, a lot of times the guys are gonna pull to the side. Okay, just like lock your shoulder and lean forward. Look at that. That's gonna be very smooth for guys taking the back. Okay, so just close his chin to his chest. All right, so one more time over here. So I'm gonna be here. So he's gonna go, shift the hips. He's gonna start like pushing and mount. As I'm gonna try to block over here, he's gonna apply the underhook. Look that, I can a lot of times, okay, I can like keep the ankle trapped. I'm gonna bridge, slide it, and push the guy's leg inside again. And then from here, I can switch again and combine to the close guard, you see? But in case that I cannot do it, we're gonna shift the hips, start pushing, blocking over here. I have to do like a sacrifice escape, okay? The sacrifice escape is gonna be here. If he try to, you know, push my knee with his other foot, I'm gonna open, turning, and push the guy's foot inside, and then I'm gonna trap him over here. Grab it, turn myself on the side, rock, using my shoulder to bump him, slide my hand, you know, through, and grab the collar. Hold like this, nice and tight, pushing the guy forward, and apply the back take, right?
Okay, so we're gonna be working now on the situation that my opponent is gonna have the underhook. Okay, so the idea is I have to find a way to apply the underhook on him. Okay, so it can be any situation that, you know, I'm going to be able to like circle my arm that he's applying the underhook and start applying the underhook on him. Okay, so let's imagine that Fred's going to be here on the half guard. I can, you know, this situation, I can start, you know, bumping him with my right arm over here to put him out of balance. When he bases it, I'm going to circle him, shrimp out, and frame. Okay. Also, because from here, I'm gonna like push the guy away and sit up to try to go to
to the back, okay? But also we can do it if he switch the head on the other side. He's here, he's gonna switch the head and start holding my arm over here, okay? At this point, I'm gonna do the same thing, the same bridge. I'm gonna bridge to that side, because even though I know he has the base, you know, he has his right hand, you know, to base out, but as soon as he base out, I'm gonna block his biceps as well. I'm gonna make a huge bridge. When he base it, I'm gonna block, circling again, shrimping out, and end up on the same position, okay? So from here now, I'm gonna start applying the underhook, and grab the back over here, okay? So at this point over here, guys, he's gonna apply the weights over here, look at that. Okay, so now from here, I'm gonna come back, my back on the floor, hold the lapel, and feed to my right hand, okay? Once I get over here, okay, stay nice and tight, keep my head inside as well, okay? So if I keep my head the way that I am now, he's gonna push my face, okay? So from here now, I'm gonna go over here and stays here, okay? Nice and tight. Now I'm gonna rock with my, I'm gonna pendle and come up on my elbow a little bit, okay? I know the guy's gonna try to push me down, so I'm gonna go over here first, you know, start hiding my left hand inside over here, okay? Put underneath my back, okay? And start grabbing his knee and elevate my hips. I'm gonna pendle now with my right leg and take my opponent to this side. And I can end up on his half guard. Okay, so one more time. So I'm gonna be here on the same, on the other side actually. Beside of me. So I'm gonna be here on the half guard. Okay, I can start bridging now. Okay, I can bump him, start bridge, block his biceps, you know, frame, shrink out, block my opponent like this. Now I'm gonna go apply the underhook. When he blocks, we apply the overhook and put me down again. Okay, I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna use my right hand to feed the collar nice and tight to my left hand, okay? And then now from here I'm gonna go pendle and sit up and put my elbow. So now is the time that I'm gonna start hiding my arm, like so. I'm gonna elevate my hips and hold his leg. Okay, now I'm gonna pendle and take him to the side now. Okay, from here now I'm gonna go and come up, and then I'm gonna end up on the mount. Look at that. So notice that I'm gonna end up on the mount, but at the same time the guy's gonna lock me on the half guard. Okay, from here now I can go past my knee like so and be on the side control. Okay, so one more time. So I'm gonna be here on the half guard. Okay, just move a little bit this way. Exactly. So now he's gonna go. Okay, if the guy try to put the head on this side and try to hold my arm, is a time that I'm gonna bump him that way. You see, very explosive. Block his biceps. Come over here and frame. He's gonna try to put the weight on me. Beautiful. I'm gonna shrimp out a little bit more. Knee shield. And start apply the underhook. He's gonna apply the overhook on me. I'm gonna go over here, put my back on the floor, my shoulder, feed the lapel nice and tight to my right hand. Look at that. Okay, now I'm gonna pendle, put my elbow. Now I'm gonna start hiding my arm. Okay, hide my arm. Now I start elevate my hips and hold the guy's leg. Okay, pendle and sweep the guy, you know, forward. Okay, and then I come up. Okay, I can apply the underhook on this side, slide my knee, and pass. Okay, just move back a little bit. So another detail as well is sometimes that may happen, okay? When I start going to his back, he's gonna put his knee up a little bit, okay?
So how you guys gonna put his knee down? So because when he put his knee up, it's going to be really hard for me to start hugging the leg, okay? So I need to do this, look. I'm gonna be here, go here, right? I'm gonna bridge, block the biceps, frame, knee shield. Sit up, he's gonna put me down, I'm gonna start feeling the collar. So at this point, he's gonna put his right knee up a little bit. I'm gonna go over here, look at how I can start like hook it and start put his knee down. You see? Now is the time that I start come up, rock and come up. Hide my arm, elevate my hips, and start hug it. And it's the time that I'm gonna start taking my opponent to this side. Okay, sweeping him, and then I can go over here. And then I can end up on the half guard. Also, I can apply the underhook, knee cut, and be on the side control. We're going to do a variation, okay guys? When I start using the pendle sweep from the half guard, okay, and then my opponent base the hand that he's applying the overhook, okay? And then we're gonna have the option to go to the back take, okay, immediately, all right? So I'm gonna be here, Freddy. He's gonna have me on the half guard, okay? I have to find a way to start apply the underhook, right? I'm gonna breach, okay, and make him base out that I can block his arm, right? I'm gonna breach. When he base out, I'm gonna block the biceps. You know, knee shield. Now is the time that I'm gonna start like sit up and start grab the back. Okay, now I'm gonna go feed the collar to my left hand and stay nice and tight. Okay, and this point over here is when he's applied the overhook and block me over here, right? I'm gonna go over here, sit up. Look how I'm gonna use my outside leg over here to sit up, you know? So now I'm gonna hide my my arm over here and start elevate my hips and grab the back, the knee, okay? I'm gonna hug the guy's leg. So now is the time when I start, okay, he has the overhook still, okay? I'm gonna start trying to sweep him. When I try to sweep him, pendle, and sweep, the guy's gonna base. When he base, I cannot keep going on the sweep. So I'm gonna use my left leg over here to come back, base my arm on the floor, and put the second hook in right away. Okay? So from here now I'm gonna apply the underhook, okay? Hold the guy's wrist, okay, and start dragging him, to the same side I was. As I'm gonna be here, I can pick any side that I want actually, I can go on this side and hold the guy's wrist over here, drag the guy to me, and then I can attack, the collar right away. I can hold the wrist, I can go to the seat belt, all right? So one more time. Let's go on this side over here now. So Fred's gonna be in the half guard, nice and tight. I wanna breach, okay? I can use my arm at this time. Okay, the other one that we did with the frame, like this. Okay, this one now, just use my arm over here, okay, to bump. We're gonna go here, block the biceps, frame it, straighten out, knee shield, apply the underhook, and sit up. Grab the back. I'm gonna use my left hand over here to hold it. Okay, if the guy doesn't push me to the floor, I can keep my elbow based over here, okay? Stay in good base. Now I can start hiding my arm underneath my body. Start go over here and grab the leg. As I'm trying to sweep Freddy, he's gonna go and base out. Now I'm gonna use my leg as a pendle and come up and use this grip on the collar as well. Okay, base it, pull the collar that I can put the second hook in. Right, now I can go over here, go to the seat belt, or I can also control the guy's wrist, okay, and start, pushing him to diagonal and end up on the back take, okay. So It's really important about like your leg, the pendle, okay, that you're gonna sweep him, plus you're gonna use that leg to come back to his back, okay? Plus the grip on the collar as well, okay? So you have to combine everything. Okay, let's do one more time to this side over here. So, I'm gonna be here, right? I'm gonna like bridging, block the bicep, shrimp out, and apply the knee shield. Sit up, hold the lapel, base your elbow, and remember, if you're gonna put it flat, okay, you have to pendle and put your elbow back again. Okay, hide your arm and lift your hips and try to sweep. Look how I'm gonna use my left leg over here that I'm pendle. I'm gonna use, to help me to come up, plus the grip on the collar. I'm gonna use my elbow, hand, and apply the back take. Look how I'm gonna put my second hook in. From here now, guys, it's really important you're gonna put your arm underneath the guy's armpit, that you don't slide forward, slide off. So you're gonna go here, go to the seat belt, your head nice and tight, or as I mentioned, you guys can grab the forearm over here also to drag your opponent to the opposite side. Now my hand goes to the collar, you start going to the collar, or start going to the rear neck choke. You guys are gonna pick the submission that you wanna apply.